Greetings, YouTube. Some new information out of the data collected by the census. It seems that 15% of the American population is living in poverty. 15%. Poverty is being defined as a family of four living on less than $22,000 a year. Now, I want you to get that in perspective for a second. If I were single, I couldn't survive on $22,000 a year. Flat out. I would not be able to live on my own, have a vehicle, and be able to get to and from my job on a daily basis. I would have to have a roommate or multiple roommates or live with my parents. And this particular study was discussed on NPR recently, and it seems that 22 million Americans moved back in with family members last year. Parents, siblings, in-laws. And if they hadn't done this to save money, they would also be living below the poverty line. Now, my wife and I together couldn't get by on twice that at $44,000 a year. We have obligations, college loans. We're in the process of buying an apartment building. We couldn't do that at $44,000 a year. That would place the quote-unquote American dream well outside of our grasp. Thankfully, we're north of $44,000 a year. But the fact that the poverty line says that a family of four people is supposed to survive on less than $22,000 a year is horrifying. This is the United States of America. We are the richest, most powerful nation on earth. Quite possibly the richest, most powerful nation that has ever been on earth. And yet, 15% of our population is living below the poverty line. And I'm told repeatedly by the fiscal conservatives, libertarians, and Tea Party members of the world that we're doing just fine, but we aren't. And those three categories I just mentioned, I'm now going to wait eagerly for them to tell me how all of these people living below the poverty line are lazy and shiftless. And if they just would put their nose to the grindstone and their shoulder to the wheel, that they'd be able to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and make a headway into the future. And they would all get the American dream. Guess what? From the tone in my voice, you can probably imagine that I think they're all farking high. So yeah, go ahead folks. Let me have it. I'm not in a particularly good mood today. I'm just itching for a fight.